Okay, so hey, I did take my makeup off because it's the end of the day, it's late. I don't really need makeup right now. Like, you've seen me like this plenty of times. Like I told you, I'm really about to start a bonnet series or bonnet diaries or bonnet, I don't know. But yeah, so I wrote down stuff on a little sticky note, like just different things that we can talk about. Yeah, while I bake. First things first though, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Okay, so here's all of our ingredients. Yeah, we really about to do this or whatever. It's like I have a little cooking show. My hands are so ashy. Let's try that again. Hey guys, so are you ready to cook and chat on the bonnet series? Like, it's so many little names I have for everything. Sorry if the angle keeps changing, it's just because I don't really know how I want to do this. But tonight we are baking a strawberry cake, but we're actually baking strawberry cupcakes. So this feels dangerous. Make sure that works. Life is good. Life is like pretty good right now. It's 2025. It's a new year. Happy New Year. I've said that already in I think like 3 videos. I'm really excited for this year. My plan is to be a little bit more consistent this year because last year I wasn't as consistent, but I was also really busy with, getting married and stuff. And let me not throw that away. So, I mean, yeah, and speaking of marriage has been like really great. Hold on, let me make sure I'm recording. Marriage has been like super good. I have no complaints. I don't think he has any complaints either. I'm not really gonna do an update about marriage right now. There's like so many other topics I want to talk about. I honestly want to do that with my husband. I should put this in a sifter first, but it's okay. What I really wanted to talk about is things like faith and, like God's calling on my life. Like, I wanted to talk about like stuff like that, like the deep stuff. But faith is also good. There's always more to learn and there's always more to mature in. So that's kind of like where I am right now in my relationship with God. I'm blessed to have a relationship with him because not everybody has that. And I'm discovering just how beneficial that's been, like, in my life, just having that relationship with my father. So God like took me through a lot last year, like a lot just on the like foundational premises of my faith. Like, it was certain things that I was like either believing or certain things that, like, as you kind of been doing something for a while, there's like some things that you can take for granted. I had this whole entire moment where I felt like I was being fake with God. Like I said, like I've been doing this for a while now. It's been like a few years. So I was like, God, and I came to him wholeheartedly. I came to him wholeheartedly and I was like, God, like, what's up right now? Like, I was in the middle of church and I was just like, I just felt so, I'm gonna be honest, I felt fake. I told God, I was like, I feel really fake right now. Like, I'm trying to worship you and be expressive and like, sometimes like you feel like the need to cry. You don't always have to cry in his presence, but like I was like, I feel nothing. I was like, what is wrong? And that's when like he basically revealed to me that I had a faith problem. Like, he was like, in simple terms, he was just like, your faith is dependent, and I might do a video on this just to go more in depth, but he told me that my faith was dependent on what he could do or, move me out of. So, I met Jesus in a place where I was like super depressed and I was going through a lot. And at that moment in time, it was a lot. Thank you, Evan. It was a lot of emotion. It was a lot of like different stuff, going on. So it was a very heavy time. It was a very emotional time. So a lot of that crying out to God and the praying and all that was connected to those emotions. So when I was healed and I was delivered from depression and everything was fine and I was happy and life was good and I'm healthy and we're financially like okay, there's no problems, God's like, where's your faith then? And that was a problem. That was like a huge problem that we really worked through last year. And he just kind of reminded me about just the things that we take as little And like I said, when you're in a relationship or when you're doing something for a while, like you kind of take things for granted. So I was taking for granted that he was waking me up every morning. I was taking for granted that I am okay. You know, I was just taking those things for granted. And it's like, God, there's still so much faith in that. So, you know, your faith in God can't be dependent on your emotions. You know, it's okay to have faith in what he can do for us, but understand that he does so much more for us than what, you know, we comprehend as huge or whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. So he's done a work in my faith. I'm excited to share a lot of things. I'm excited to not only like, my channel this year is literally going to be a documentation of my life. I'm not going to be planning videos or doing videos. Like, how do I explain it? I'm not going to be like planning my life for videos, but planning videos for my life. Is that right? I'm not going to be planning. I'm not going to be planning videos of my life. I'm just going to be living life, and then the videos will come from that. Yeah, that's how I want to say it. So really excited. I didn't really have that I was going to talk about my channel too much on here or social media, but I do have business, and that's like kind of a part of it, but not really. So I'm really excited for what God's going to do in that area. I found myself last year really dependent on like my own abilities and like what I could do. So I told God early this year, you know, just in prayer, I told him, I said, I feel like I'm doing too much. I feel like, you know, a real concern that I have is that I'm working and I'm working and I'm working. And it's like, yeah, the things or dreams that I have, dreams that you've given me can come to pass, but I don't want it to be a result of all the work I've done. I want it to be a result of like, wow, God was moving, you know. So it's just trying to find a balance in that. And I don't mean that, you know, I don't want to do anything. Like I just have to sit and be a bump on a log. But like, I mean, like, I don't want to be so forceful or feel like I have to make things happen. You know, that's never a place that I want to be, especially in God's will. You know, it's God's will. So in my surrender, I'm like, God, you go ahead. So, you know, that's something I'm working on this year, especially in business. Don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it. 1 cup of buttermilk. So what I did is in the cake recipe, they call for water, but instead of water, I did a cup of buttermilk. And I learned that offline. I did not make that up myself. I love having this trash can that you don't have to touch. That's why I like having a towel so I can just wipe my hands off. I said I wanted to talk about calling, but I'll probably save calling for another video. That's deep. But I will say I've began to kind of think about, you know, my calling and my gifts as less of my gifts and more of the gifts that he's given me. You know, I don't want to be so focused on me and anything that like I forget that it's all about him. So yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Oh, personal goals. Yes, I'll talk about my personal goals while I wait for this cream cheese to kind of get a little, you know, warmer. I have plenty of personal goals. One of my right now is that I'm finishing learning French. Yes, I'm finishing learning French. I started French in high school. As you know, many people do. When you're in high school, you pick a language and you learn it for 2 years and then you never go back. But I am so serious about French. Like, I really want to learn French. And I've been really committed to it, super committed to it, maybe a little bit too committed to it. I had to take a few steps back today and just be like, chill, girl. Like, you don't have to learn it all in one day. Like, that's the thing about me. I just love learning things. And like, when I really, really am excited about learning something new, you know, I just want to just learn. Like, that was the same way I was with the Bible. Oh, we're going to talk about that too. I forgot. But, yeah, French. I've been doing pretty good. I think I've been doing it for about 2 weeks now. I know how to say quite a few things. Like, I have like 200 words. I'm at level A1, 10, something like that. So, yeah. Also, along with learning French, another personal goal that I have is singing. You know, just not being so scared to actually sing and just praise God in that way, because I've been writing songs ever since I was little, but I've always been so scared. So, God is really doing a work to bring me up out of that, and I know it's all Him because I've never been that brave in that area. Is that the only personal goals I have, singing in French? Yeah, I think so. And whatever else God has for me this year, it's really up to Him. Like, whatever He wants to do, He can do it. I'm not, committed to anything but my husband. Yes, 110%. But, I'm not, so caught up on anything where it's like, God, no, you can't. Like, no, you can do whatever you want. And then saving the best thing for last, you can tell I'm getting sleepy, right? Like, my bedtime is like 9 o'clock. I'm like a little old lady. My friends and family make fun of me because I be ready to go to sleep. This late night baking thing, this might be the only late night baking video you ever get from me. The Bible, that's what we're going to talk about. So, of course, like, I'm still super studying. I'm still a Bible nerd. I love the Word. My Bible, this is the Bible that my husband got me for my birthday last year. So it was like, 4 months ago? And it already looks like this. So yeah, I just love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm really excited. I don't know what we're going to do. If I'm going to do Bible studies this year. I'm really just kind of depending on God. I know He told me to do it for that season. I think that was kind of to get our feet in the water and kind of get used to it. But yeah, I'm excited for what He's going to do with that, because I'm learning so much, and I know God doesn't have me just learn a bunch of stuff just to hold it all in for myself. Like, no, that's not how He works, and that's just not the type of person that He's created me to be. Like, I'm not going to be stingy with information that I learn. That's what this channel is all about, just sharing God's, sorry, I don't like the consistency of this. Sharing, what God's doing, His wisdom, all that, and my experience in faith and growing and all that good stuff. You can tell I'm getting tired because I'm running out of words to say. So I'm glad that was like the last little topic. That should be enough. I didn't even measure that. Lord, if this cake is nasty, I'm sorry. Maybe He said cat pull. Just because I put a lot of like bale. So I'm like over here, I've never used these before. These are like little silicone ones. Should I spray that? I don't think I should spray this. They in there. I'm sorry to scream. The door is so dirty, but they cooking. That's how you know I'm getting old. Like, I'm tired. I gotta sit down. Or I'm just tired. I think I'm just tired. It's late. Okay, so they look like pretty good. It looks like I put more in some than others. Excuse me. He just wants love. He just wants to be loved. But yeah, it's been about 10 minutes, and that was my guesstimate. So I'm about to take them out. Let us see. Oh my gosh, my face. Did y'all see my glasses? They're a little shiny on the top. I'm just sleepy. It's time for me to go to sleep. I don't know I wonder if I could put these in like a bag or something. I can't even. Myla. He put his face right up in the thing. He likes heat, so he'll do stuff like that, but that's so dangerous. Don't do that, Myla. Don't do that. Yeah, walk away. She understands English so well. My cat is bilingual. So this is kind of what they given. Yeah. I already see some of the air coming out of them, so that's why I'm like scared. Okay, I got one more batch about to go in there. This is the last batch. I don't know if this is too much in there. I don't know. We're gonna see. The other one, they were too small, so these I'm gonna put in for like 15 minutes, and yeah. Y'all, I have to show you. I got this icing tool off of Amazon, and oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see it. All right. Ignore this tablecloth. I'm gonna do this one. All right, this one's not as good as the last one I just did, but like you can see, oh my God. I can like ice a cupcake for real now. I'm about to be like a legit baker. Look at this. It's not perfect, but like it's something. I'm about to add baking to my personal goals. So I got the last little batch in there right now, cooking, or baking. So I'm gonna let those go. And then after that's done, I'm gonna put them on the cooling rack. And then I'm gonna clean up. And yeah, and that's it for this video. I'm gonna show you the finished product. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I pray that you're doing well. I'm sorry, I'm also very sleepy. So yeah, bye. Oh my gosh. Those are some really, really fluffy pancakes. I said pancakes. Cakes. Just regular cakes. Just cupcakes. Oh Lord. I might have put just a little bit too much in. I'm glad I did this week though, so I can practice. I wonder if they're gonna fall. I'll give it like